Good morning, my dedicated viewers, and welcome if this is your first time, and glad to have you back if you've been away for a while. I'm Mark, and this is MEYOCHI, your gateway to flexibility, range of movement, and injury prevention for an active and healthy lifestyle. Today's routine is the ocean routine. So let's begin. Feel the stretch, not the pain. Our first exercise this morning, stretching exercise, is going to be the finger blaster, one of my favorites. We're going to put our arms straight out as far as we can and spread your fingers and just stretch your fingers and your hands and push those hands all the way out. And you'll feel the energy just coming straight out of your palm of your hand like this. And just finger blast. Okay, and then let it down. And one more time, keep your back straight. Push your arms out as far as you can. You'll feel it in the back of your shoulders and in your arms. And then you're just gonna finger blast like this. And stretch all of your fingers. All of those fingers right there, stretch them as hard as you can. And you can just feel it inside your hands. Oh, this is a great one. So finger blast. Okay, and down. And up in the air. And we're gonna go and do it one more time. And put your hands out and finger blast. I don't think we're gonna get much of a sunrise today. It's awful cloudy, but I like these kind of days. Always brings the waves up, which is good. Storms are good. Brings rain, keeps everything green. All right, and lower them down. The next one's gonna be the knee circles. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna have your feet about shoulder width apart, put your hands on your knees, and we're just going to go around like this. We're just gonna do knee circles. Try to keep your back as straight as you can, and then you're just going to rotate them like this. And what's happening is you're doing range of movement in your ankles and in your knees and in your hips by doing this motion. We have to keep these loose and flexible as well. Okay, up in the air, and then come back down, and now we're gonna go the other way. And then do it again. This is kind of like the hula dance. Don Ho, famous Hawaiian singer. Tiny bubbles in the wine makes me feel happy, makes me feel fine. I know, y'all are cringing right now. I can't help it. All right, up in the air. Bring it back down. Put your knees on there, and we're gonna go the other way. This is great range of movement for your knees and ankles. I can feel all the joints and the ligaments in there just kind of moving around, trying to keep your back straight. My grandma Lucy loved Don Ho. She was a big fan. Every time we went and visited her, she'd put on that album, and we'd have to sing that, which I absolutely loved. So great shout out to my grandma Lucy. All right. Okay, stand up. And one more time, we'll go the other way. Do the hula dance. This is great range of movement for those knees and ankles. You can feel it. Just everything's moving. All those joints and ligaments are just moving around. Thanking you, because it's rare that you kind of do these movements. Okay, all right, now we can stand up. The next one's gonna be the side torso bend. We're just gonna keep straight as you can, and we're just going to stretch over to the side like this. Let this arm hang down, and this one bend your torso. And what you're doing is you're feeling it stretching all in your torso right here and in your hips. And this is a good whole body stretch right here for your torso. All right, and now let's stand up and go to the other side and stretch that torso. You're feeling it all in here. You're also stretching the ligaments in your back and the joints in your back and the vertebrae. They are getting some movement as well. All right, back straight up, and then go back this way. Wind's picking up. There's almost a rainstorm over to the side of us over here, but you can't see it. So the wind's picking up a little bit. I like these raw days. It's part of the beach in the winter. I call this winter, but it's really fall. All right, and one more time, bring it up, and then bring it down like this. I always feel like days like today are you against the elements. Because the weather and the elements and the ocean and the storms, they don't care who you are as a person. They are equal opportunity storms that doesn't care where you are in the pecking order of life. So it's just you against nature, and that's what I love. All right. Okay, that felt good. All right, the next one is going to be the tennis match, and it's exactly what it sounds like. We're going to stretch the vertebrae in our neck, and what we're going to do is we're just going to pretend like we're watching a tennis match, and you're going to twist your neck to the side. And what you're doing is you're twisting your vertebrae and stretching your neck vertebrae. Again, this is one of those ones where feel the stretch, not the pain. If this is as far as you can go, go as far as you can go. Do not feel any pain whatsoever, because neck vertebrae are very tender and we do not want to hurt them. All right, face forward and go to the other side. No pain. Just move that neck as far as you can and stretch those neck vertebrae. Okay, face forward, and now let's go back to the other side, watching the tennis match. We really need to stretch these muscles in our neck because nobody really ever does, so this is good time to do that, especially with all of our computers and cell phones and the way we look down at them. These stretches are very, very healthy for you. Just don't feel any pain in those neck vertebrae, that's all I ask. Okay, face forward, and then one more time over to this side. Okay, face forward. Our next stretch is going to be the hug stretch. And what we're going to do is we're just going to give ourselves a good hug this morning. You just bring your shoulders, your hands, and cross them over like this, and then give yourself a hug. And what you're doing is you're stretching the back, your upper back muscles back here when you're doing this. And your elbows and your shoulders and your upper back muscles, and just give yourself a good hug this morning. Oh, that feels really good. Okay, bring it down. And now cross over. The other arm goes above, the other arm goes below. And give yourself a hug. This is really good for your upper back and your shoulders and your elbows. You're stretching all of those muscles up there. All right, bring it down. All right, one more time. Reverse the arms, put the left arm over, and give yourself a hug. Okay, bring it down. And one more time, we'll do the right arm over and give yourself a hug. Oh, I'm feeling this nice. These are some good stretches up in your upper body. I'm just loving this right now. Feels really good. Okay, and let them down and relax. All right, now it is time to transition to the floor. And you know what that means. Food of the week. And our food of the week. And our food of the week is going to be quinoa. Quinoa originated in Peru and Bolivia about 7,000 years ago, and then it spread all over South America. It was thought that quinoa may have been one of the first or second grains ever to be cultivated on the earth. Quinoa fed the ancient Incas, one of the most powerful civilizations in the world. The Incas called it the mother of all grains. Health benefits. Quinoa's claim to fame is that it is a complete protein, which means that it contains all 9 essential amino acids. It is very rare that one plant source contains all 9. This makes quinoa a superfood for protein. Quinoa contains lysine, which is integral for tissue growth and repair. Quinoa is high in magnesium, which is needed for more than 300 enzymes to carry out chemical reactions in the body, such as building protein, bone health, and muscle and nerve functions. Quinoa is high in antioxidants, camphorol and quercetin, which have anti-cancer, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory properties. It is also high in fiber, which lowers cholesterol and lowers sugars. Quinoa has half of your daily needs of manganese. Manganese fuels your cell's mitochondria, creating a powerhouse of energy production, especially for cells in your muscles. And finally, quinoa is gluten-free, since technically it is a seed, not a grain. Fun facts. NASA is researching how to grow quinoa in space due to its nutrient content and ease of crop production. And the United Nations has called quinoa a super crop, with the possibility of reducing world hunger due to its high nutritional value and ease of cultivation. And legend has it, the Incan emperor would plant the first quinoa seed every year. So get you some quinoa. It's a great plant-based protein source. Put it in rice, put it in soups, make it on itself, on salads, experiment with it. A great food of the week. So get you some quinoa today. As always, the food of the week is one part of my 4 pillars of MEYOCHI. And my 4 pillars of MEYOCHI are flexibility, proper nutrition, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. You do my 4 pillars, and I can guarantee you your quality of life will improve dramatically. So now let's get to our floor exercises. Our first floor exercise is going to be the reverse arm stretch. And this one's a little strange, but one of my favorites. You're going to get on your knees like this, and you're going to point your hand fingers back towards your knees, like this. And I know it feels strange, and then you're just going to lean back. And what you're doing is you're stretching all the muscles in the insides of your arms here, the tendons in your elbows, and the muscles inside your forearms. And you're just going to lean back. And I know it feels strange, but it feels so good at the same time. I really love this stretch. I can also feel it in my wrist as well. All right, relax. Got a lot of birds out there today, but no sunrise. But you know what? I really love these gray days. There's nothing wrong with gray days. You just go out there and surf and enjoy the elements. All right, let's go back down again. Point your fingers towards your knees and lean back. And you're feeling that stretching all inside here and in your wrists. And as I always say, your wrist needs stretching too, and your fingers, from all that pushing of the cell phone buttons, the smartphone buttons. All right, and we'll relax again. And one more time, we'll put your fingers out and bring them back. Oh, that feels really good. All right. The next one's going to be the classic yoga pose, the cow arch and the cat stretch. Stay on your knees, put your hands forward like this, and we're just going to stretch our back like this, like a scared Halloween cat. And you're just going to stretch them up like this. And you're stretching the vertebrae in your spine by doing this. And just kind of arch your back upwards. All right? And now we're going to do the cow stretch, which is the reverse. Now you're going to put your stomach towards the ground and lift your head up like this. And now your spine should be curved the opposite direction with your stomach going towards the floor. All right, and now, cat arch. Stretch them back up. Feel that stretch in those vertebrae and in those back muscles. It feels really good. Okay, cow stretch, reverse it. Now bring your stomach to the floor and curve your back the opposite direction. Okay, one more time. Cow, cat stretch. And cow stretch. Cat arch, cow stretch. Okay. All right. That has given our spine some good workouts there. Okay. Now it is time to get back up. Transition back up. And this is where I like to talk about, what I would like to talk about is my goals of stretching with you for the next 20, 30, 40 years. So if you like what I'm doing, please help me spread the word. You can share my videos by going to MEYOCHI.com, or you can go to my YouTube homepage by clicking on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen down here. That's my YouTube homepage. You'll see the MEYOCHI icon down there. If you're a frequent viewer, then hit the red subscribe button, which is in the bottom right-hand corner of the page over here, that red subscribe button. And also, don't forget to hit the bell notification. Then you will be notified when my latest videos are posted, which is every other Saturday. And finally, I would love to hear your comments, questions, and any feedback. So feel free to write them below in the comment sections below, right down here. All right? So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up like button. All right? So let's get back to our stretching exercises. Got to get our chair for this one. So go get your chair. And this is going to be the toe curl ankle stretch. This one, what we're going to do is we're going to put our foot forward and with your toes, point them down and then curl your ankle. Push your heel this way. So you got your toe pointed down like this and then twist your ankle. And what you're doing is you're feeling it stretching all here in your shin and in your feet. And use that chair for balance. All right, now put this foot forward, bring the other foot back, and put the toes facing on the ground, and then twist your ankle, push your heel this way, and you will feel it. All right, and back up. Bring the other toe back, push them down. Now push the ankle this way and twist. Just kind of try to point your heel the opposite direction. And you can feel that in the top of your foot. All of the muscles and bones in your feet are getting stretched right now, and you're feeling it in your shin and ankle as well. Your ankles need to be stretched as well. I always have a problem with my ankles. They have to loosen up. So this helps loosen up your ankles. All right, one more time. Let's bring the other foot back. point those toes in and push your heel the opposite direction. Sun didn't peep out today. Okay. All right, the next one is going to be our inner thigh stretch. And we'll just put our chair over here for now. And what we're going to do is this one's going to take a little muscle strength up here in your thigh muscle. You're just going to bend this leg forward, push this leg out, and with your hip, push it this way. So with this arm, push your hip this way. And you're going to feel it stretching all in your inner thigh right here. Try to keep your back straight. And you're feeling it in your muscle right here as well, so it's a little strength there in your thigh. If you haven't worked out in a while, you'll probably feel this a little sore in the morning. All right, stand straight up. Now with this one, push your knee out forward. This hand, push your hip this way. And you'll feel it stretching inside your inner thigh again. And this also stretches your hip area as well. So we're flexing our waist area today. You'll notice that one side's usually more flexible than another, at least for me. That's called symmetry. One side's more flexible. This side seems to be more flexible than the other. All right, bring it back up. Now with this knee, push it out. And with this hand, push it this way. I can feel the stretching more in this one. Okay, bring it up, push that knee out, and with your hand, push this way. Try to keep your back straight. You want to go forward a little bit, so keep it straight like that. All right. Now we're back to our chair. We'll put it right here. Okay. The next one I like to call the Genii Stretch. And we're just going to put our hands like I Dream of Genii, cup them like this, and then we're going to put it over our heads like this. And what we're doing is we're stretching our torso, our shoulders, our back muscles, upper back muscles. Try to point your shoulders out so that you're stretching your chest muscles as well. Okay, bring it down. All right, now let's put the left hand over the right hand, switch it over like that, and then back up. Okay, bring it down. All right, now we'll put our right hand over. Ooh, that's a noisy bird. Okay, and now back up. They like to make nice chirping noises. All right, I'm feeling this one. Okay. And bring it back down. And now let's put our left hand over, our right hand under, and one last time, we'll bring the Genii Stretch up like this. Okay, and down. That one took a little strength, but boy, I can feel it up in these muscles right here in my chest and my upper back. That was a great stretch for those muscles, feeling nice and limber. Okay, and our final stretch is going to be the spine stretch. What we're going to do here is, this is another one where it's feel the stretch, not the pain. We're going to be stretching our spinal column, which is always, I always want to say, feel the stretch, not the pain. Never push this one. Go as far as you can, but do not feel any pain. And what we're going to do, we're just going to gradually bend over like this, put your hands on your knees, use your hands for support, and then just bend all the way down. And then just let your back relax. And you're twisting or you're stretching your spinal column. All right, now put your hands on your knees and push yourself back up. Do not use your back muscles to push yourself up. Use your hands. And we're going to go down one more time. And remember, feel the stretch, not the pain. If this is as far as you can go, that's as far as you can go. And then just go and bend forward. And you're stretching that spine, which is very, very good. I love this stretch. Very calming. Put your hands on your knees, push yourself up. All right. And one more time. And down. And push yourself up. Use your hands, push yourself up. Okay, that was some excellent stretching. Little gray today, sorry for no sunrise, but that's life. We don't get beautiful sunrises every day. It's what you make of the day. So I love gray, stormy days, and it just reminds me of raw winter days and you against nature. So don't be discouraged if it's not a beautiful day where you are, and go out and do some walking. I hope you enjoyed my stretching exercises today. We have a place here on the island that I like to call the adult playground, and basically what it is, it's got a quarter-mile looping walk track with a bunch of exercise machines that are kind of like Nautilus type machines that you can work out your arms and your legs and your whole body. It's a whole body workout. There's probably about 10 or 15 of these machines, and it's all done by your body weight as the counterweight. And a lot of people use it. And the cool thing is I see all types of walks of life use it, ages, people who are recovering from injuries, who are trying to get healthier. And I've seen this group of people, it's 3 generations, this one family. I've seen them out a few times. And what it is, it's a boy, his mother, and the grandfather. And they all go to the adult playground and work on these machines. And it is so cool and inspiring to see 3 generations all exercising together. And what happens is everyone has their little routines. No one does the same exact routines. And what they do is they go to one machine and they do the machine and get some exercise done. And then they sit there and they will do the next machine, and then there's a station a little further. And they walk as fast as they can to the next stations. And they time it. And then they do those machines. And I love watching them because all 3 of them interact so well with each other, and they're exercising together, and they're staying in shape, and they're staying as a family, and it's just inspiring to see. So whenever your family comes to visit, go out and have a walk. You know, eat dinner and then go have a walk in your neighborhood, and you get to talk a little bit, decompress, exercise, and everybody always has a smile on their face when they're walking and enjoying themselves like this. So I just want to say that I think it's inspiring to exercise with your family and go outside and enjoy the open air. I do it many times with my daughter, and when my mother comes to visit, she's 81 years old now, and she is a walker, let me tell you. talk about another inspiration. She walks, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 miles a day at 81. So she loves going to the adult playground. She'll walk the loop as I do the machines, and my daughter has a skateboard and she skateboards down the loop and she's exercising with the skateboard. And we're all just having a good time together. We are giving examples to each other of how to live healthy. We're exercising together, which is a healthy lifestyle, and we're usually eating healthy as well. So you put all of that together and it makes for a wonderful day or a wonderful evening or a wonderful morning. So, you know, get some of your relatives and go for a walk today and enjoy it. It's kind of a cloudy day today, no sunrise, but it's a raw day, and I like those as well because usually the waves pick up, and we got some waves out there today. A little choppy because the winds are on shore, but I'm going to go out there and give it a go. So as always, I like to talk about my 4 pillars of MEYOCHI, and that is flexibility, proper nutrition, stress reduction, and exercise of any kind. So go out there and walk with your family and do some exercise. And I am going surfing. I see you.